welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be playing with a new skin tint. So this is by Summer Fridays. This is their sheer skin tint. This is what the packaging looks like. Very sleek, very modern. And then you see the color, the shade at the top. So I have shade 5. Now, there's not a ton of shades in this foundation or in this skin tint. And I think it's because I feel like most people can fall in between like multiple shapes. So for instance, I chose this color just because I feel like the actual shade, like the swatches looked like my skin, but the model that was wearing this didn't necessarily. Also the model who was wearing shade 6, I don't feel like that model really looked like my skin tone either. So that's what I mean. I feel like you can kind of like fall in between and you just kind of choose whichever. So I went with this one. Let me, hold on really fast. Let me just pull up the skin tint on Sephora's website because I want to be able to tell you just some quick facts about it. I should have done this ahead of time, sorry. Okay, so I pulled it up on my phone and basically if you scroll down to the highlights, it tells you some quick facts. So this is a light coverage skin tint, of course, most skin tints are. It provides a natural finish. There's hyaluronic acid. It is a liquid formula. It does have the Clean at Sephora seal, so that's good. And it has niacinamide. And if you keep scrolling and you go to the highlighted ingredients, it tells you a little bit more. So there's tiger grass in here. They have a humectant blend, which is glycerin and hyaluronic acid. And then it does have some emollients as well. So I am excited to use this. I haven't seen that many videos on it. I think I saw like one review and I knew that I wanted to make a video on it, so I just kind of stopped watching. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. Hopefully that's not too bright and you guys can see it. The packaging for Summer Fridays, I feel like is so nice. It's just so sleek and modern, and this is like, it's like a hard plastic, so I feel like this is really good for traveling. But yeah, it just looks really pretty. Okay, so now that you're a little closer, I am just going to put this on. Like that. This is a good amount. I don't really know how much to use. This is the Sigma Round Kabuki that I am using. And I am just going to start blending this in. So far, so good. It feels very, whoops, cooling. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's giving me like this cool sensation. Very, very comfortable. Of course, it is very liquidy, but you know, it said that it was going to be, so I'm fine with that. I actually prefer more liquidy foundations and skin tints just because it gives you more time to work with the product and really blend it in. If a foundation or any kind of product dries too quickly, you just, I don't know, it might look a little streaky if you don't have enough time to work it in. As you guys can see, you can see any freckles still. This blemish I have over here, you can still see that. So this, of course, you know, it's not really gonna give you any real coverage. It is, in its truest form, a skin tint. So I think it's just meant to help even out your skin tone and give you maybe like a nice, healthy, subtle glow, which is what I feel like I have. I don't feel like I look greasy. I don't feel like I look oily. I feel like it just looks like nice, healthy skin. And then, of course, you know, everything that's on your face is still there. But it just looks like this overall healthy, glowy look, which is, I mean, in my opinion, chef's kiss. I love that. That's my favorite. So I am going to go finish the rest of my makeup just because I want to see how it layers. I'm gonna put on concealer, of course, maybe a little bit of bronzer and some blush, nothing too much because I really want to see how this looks. I don't want to cover it up too much. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish some makeup and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. This is the final look. I feel like I said, I was like, oh, I don't want to pack on too much makeup, and you know, here we are. But yes, you can definitely see I'm wearing makeup, but I still feel like, you guys can let me know what you think, I can still see everything. Like I can still see my skin even after packing on. And I put on, of course I put on some concealer, and then underneath my concealer I set my eyes. But as far as like my overall face, just so you guys know what I'm wearing, how much powder I'm wearing, I have a powder, like overall setting powder. Then I went in with the L'Oreal bronzer. I went in with a blush, and then I went in with some highlight. So, I mean, there's a good amount of powder on my face. And then of course I sprayed with my all-nighter. And yes, the spray helps, but I mean, I just feel like this looks so good. Of course you can still see, you know, my blemish there. And I have like freckles here, but I love that. I feel like that makes me look a little bit more like, you know, human. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with somebody who wants full coverage, because I know that there are people who are, you know, that's why they wear something on their face. They want to cover up. My mom is actually one of those people. She has, like, I have, you know, kind of little freckles here and there. I don't have like a ton. My mom has more than me and she hates them. Whenever, if I'm ever doing her makeup, she's like, cover up those freckles, which is so sad. I love her freckles. I think it's, I mean, I love it. I love mine. I just, any freckles, like little things on your face that make you you, I think that's beautiful. But yes, my mom hates that. She wants to cover it up. I have this blemish. I don't really care. I mean, it doesn't, it looks like either a blemish with some makeup over it, or maybe somebody might think it's like a mole or something. I don't know. But I don't really care that you can see it. That doesn't really bother me. If you are somebody who is bothered by that, if you want more full coverage, this is not for you, unfortunately. At least not by itself. You're probably gonna want to, maybe you can use this as an all over like base, and then you're gonna wanna go in and spot conceal just to get a little bit more coverage. But if you're somebody like me who likes the look of skin, regardless of any imperfections that you have on your face, you like the look of skin, then this is perfect. Really fast, I just want to do a quick comparison. I can't remember the prices of these two, but I will look it up and I will put it somewhere on the screen so you guys can know the different prices. As far as the amounts, the KOSAS, you get 1 fluid ounces, and then Summer Fridays, same thing. The consistency, you can see it's pretty much the same. I'll do a little test for you guys. So I'll do a couple of drops of the KOSAS, and then right next to it I'm gonna do a couple of drops of the Summer Fridays. So you can see that the KOSAS definitely is a little bit drippier, but as far as how they feel, it's pretty much the same. I can definitely see when I blend it out a little bit, the KOSAS is just a little bit thicker. Like you can't see my like little fine lines and the tiny little hair on my hands as much. So, well, no, yeah, you definitely can see the hair, but hopefully you can see the one on this side is just a little bit more sheer, whereas the KOSAS over here is just a little bit thicker, but not by much. I mean, they really are very similar. As far as the color goes, you guys can see that the KOSAS is definitely darker. The reason why I'm okay with that is because I never wear the KOSAS without mixing it in with my Obagi Hydrate. Never. Yeah, I pretty much, I consider them like one. But this, when I was looking at the colors, I was like, well, if I mix this one in with the moisturizer, maybe I'll just, you know, choose a color that's a little bit more my actual skin tone, and that way I can just wear it by itself. So that's what I did, and I feel like this one is a little bit closer to, you know, my other foundation shades. And yeah, I think I covered everything. If you guys have any questions that I did not answer, let me know in the comments, of course. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.